Kia ora. I got turned off. I got restricted. I believe it's the cards and the TikTok Autobots that go around and for some reason cling on to different content makers at a certain time. They're clinging on to me, and I use the Rider Waite Smith tarot cards, which are ancient, which most, they are the bomb diggity bomb. So anyway, we got the star card, and we got her upside down. So rather than spending our time pouring ourselves into the creative process and setting intentions for manifestation, upside down is more like it's coming from above. See how the stars are down the bottom now? That is the space which we occupy, the earthly space, the hard physical space. So they're here with you right now, and so it's much better to sit with those intentions, sit with the ideas that you're creating. If you remembered, I already pulled Shiva, who wants us to connect very deeply into this earth space, into life itself. So spending more time connecting with the life space is the message, and we will go back to it with each card. The second card is Tahamawi, was the Four of Swords, very deep meditation turned upside down. Now you can see that you are above the thoughts, the feelings, the strategies. They are more apparent, as is the star space and the star card on earth, and you're above them. So your higher self, calling your higher self, being with that higher self, contemplating the higher thoughts, moving into that higher space of seeing in an omnipresent kind of above it all, and allowing yourself to see the strategies that you've put before you, and watch them from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. The card Mato on the right side came through as the Seven of Swords. So very, very swordy, very thoughtful, very stuck in consciousness. Now this one's said to be, running away with something here, running away with the strategies, running away with the thoughts, running away with the concepts, the decisions, and getting ready to play them out, really. No reira, in that it's coming upside down, I can't but focus really well on the vibrance and the valiance and the brightness of the situation, where it's not so much like taking away as it is just like stuck in time, like frozen, kind of frozen with them all. And that suits the card reading, and that everything's come through upside down. Now I looked at the three cards and I thought, well, hang on a minute, that's kind of like, that's a very different kind of reading, where everything has come upside down, where we are being asked to hold on and to look for and to look at things in this different way, rather than go out there and live life as Shiva wants us to connect. It's about connecting with your own self from a higher view, and be looking at what it is that you yourself are, like being cognitive of your own cognition, being aware of your own process, being very deeply involved in why you think the way you think and how it plays out all of the time, like looking at your patterns really, really closely, and how those patterns that or the ways in which that you usually do things, like, come on, everybody has their way of making spaghetti bolognese. Some people start from the sauce, some people chuck the pasta on first. Even chucking the pasta on, do you put it in oil? Would you rather salt the water? Everybody has their process, but why? Who gave you that process? Why do you do that process? How did you come across it? And why are you now doing things the same way every time? And so the star card, really, I see the star card as the real opportunity to really think about the things that you are intending for yourself, from the very conception of it, from the seed of it, from the way that you think about it to why you think that way, and how you have been processing the things that you have and wanting to manifest them and come out. You know, are you studious? Do you study? Do you research first? Why do you do that? And does it have an impact on the way that you do things? Could it be done differently? You know, why and how you set your intentions, and moving into, you know, like the positioning that you give yourself. Do you fall into this pattern where you go into deep trances of deep meditation, and you take yourself away from the world and set yourself into a state where that is golden, and how do you do it and why? And this is an opportunity to place yourself very deeply in the arms of your higher self and to your infinite intelligence, and be one with that, and allow that to be the space where you sit in terms of your deep meditation, your golden hour, how you do things. And then I was talking about, you know, this card was the card that made me think, oh yeah, maybe this is why, you know, this freeze frame. We need to freeze a little bit and think about what we think about and why we think about and how we think about the things that we think about, and how that can be a very important aspect for us to maybe make changes to, or even just to understand what we are, you know, manifesting and why. Now, in saying that, I got a little bit like, upside down. So I pulled the next card, and it was the Justice card, right way up. So if you have been having a bum time, you know, like a stink time, and it has gone on and on and on and on, or a great time, and that's gone on and on and on and on, Justice is here to say that justice is going to prevail. Those things that, you know, time has come for, the way in which you perceived yourself, based on the outside opinions of others, and how that's changed who you are or how you do things, or just the choices that you've recently made. Justice is coming. Now, she's been coming for a while now, Lady Justice, and I'm so glad to see her coming into this next eclipse that we're taking. It's a masculine one, and I feel the presence of Lord Shiva, who, as we can say, you know, we read about his perception of being seen as Lord of the Destroyer, to Mātou Winga coming in, and Justice standing beside to Mātou Winga going, yep, no, that wasn't fair, and that wasn't fair, and things are going to change up. So if you have been hard out in your manifestations for some time, and haven't really been able to bring anything forward for yourself in the way that you thought that you were trying very hard, humbly, openly, purely, in your own pure self, and it hasn't been working, Justice is coming to change it back up, and if things are going to be changing very shortly. Going out, we pulled Saint Germain. Saint Germain it gives us the cloak, a purple cloak, a mauve cloak. Look at these beautiful flowers, these colours of mauve. Beautiful, eh? Just beautiful. Now this cloak, the violet flame, is brought to us as the ultimate alchemist and magician, to transform that which no longer serves into something beautiful and light. And with that, my beautiful Tea and Tarot followers, thank you for being here today. Happy birthday to the people who have having a birthday. Know that everything is changing. These are the last days coming up into our new moon, which is Te Kore, the supreme principle of great potential, coming back and giving us a restart and allowing us to align with our higher self at this time. Stay with it. Don't give up. Keep going. You're beautiful, and the day is beautiful, and I want you to enjoy your beautiful day. Nō reira. Ngā mihi nui ki a koutou from Tea and Tarot with Mabel. Kia ora.